Today's video brings me back for a second day at Great American Ballpark. Let me zoom out. Early morning as the recording of this, Sunday, July 10th, 2022. And this will be the last ballpark that I'll go to for quite a while to watch the Rays play their away games. Are you excited, happy, sad?
There's
a wave of emotions.
I was just about to say I'm a wave of emotions right now for sure.
You've been on
a roller coaster freaking ride, man. Like, what can I say?
We've been on this road trip. Well, I've been on the road for 76 days, Max. 76 days. Think about that.
I thought 10 days for me was a long time. It's like that compared.
10 days for you, 76 for me. Can you go 66 more days to make it 76?
Are you gonna do like 140 something then?
You never know with me. You're flying home after the game today.
Yeah, I fly home at 7:30, so we'll probably end up being back around like 12-ish at night.
So you'll be home this evening, and I hopefully at some point will return back to Florida. That's my plan anyway. I should probably do the intro. Just looking at the skyline here, going across this bridge, the walkway up of downtown. And noticing, you know, Cincinnati Reds used to be called the Red Stockings. Back in the day, a lot of teams were named after pairs of socks. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here, and
Puck Chop!
His name is Puck Chop right here. Look. Puck Chop is looking over this historic stadium. I really love their mascot. I really love this mascot. This is probably, next to DJ Kitty, probably my favorite baseball mascot.
Mr. Red's pretty cool.
Mr. Red. Cowbell Max and myself are not only going to go to a game, I'm not really going to feature the game so much in this episode, but I am going to feature the tour we're about to do of the stadium.
Might get some special access?
Yes, hopefully on the field, into the dugout, and did not do this yesterday, but they have a Hall of Fame dedicated specifically to the Red Stockings. Nothing probably in the museum about Puck Chop here. This is awesome though. Look at old Puck Chop. All right, I'm inviting you to join me, Puck Chop, and Cowbell Max on his last day of the road trip. You did 10 days. I've done this day 76 for me. I keep stating that because I can't even believe it myself. And one day I'll get back to Florida, Max, and I will see you there, possibly at the Trop. Join me.
Shall you?
Nailed it. And before heading over to where we're supposed to meet up for the tour, I'm gonna get a little view here of the river itself, the river walk, the truck up there on the pedestal, and pieces of river boats, steamboats, and full boats over there, and that bridge. And that, across the water there, is Kentucky. Ohio is where we're standing. Kentucky, wait, am I looking the right way? Yeah, Kentucky is over there. We're supposed to meet over at the team store, or at the Cincinnati Hall of Fame, at 9 a.m. on the dot. Game is at 1:40, first pitch. On day games, they only do the tour, one tour a morning at 9 a.m. So we had about 10 minutes to get over there. Night games, I think there's different time frames. I think there's a couple tours per day, but today is a 1:40 first pitch. Hello, birdies. We're gonna do the tour and then go into the game. Going back over here, seeing Pete Rose sliding in face first, Charlie Hustle. Yeah, Pete Rose. The courtyard here, already a few people out here, got the sprinklers on. Got these sculptures here, got the pitcher down there on the mound, the batter, and the catcher, all in place. Now at this year's Field of Dreams game, the Reds are going to be there, which happens to be one day after my birthday. My birthday is August 10th. I almost went last year. Didn't go. I waited till the last minute to plan it out. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to go this year. Probably not going to go this year, but I have been to Field of Dreams. I actually had a catch with my dad at the Field of Dreams field, which is pretty awesome. But they're promoting it. They have the corn stalks out here and the hay and everything. Boy, it's so peaceful this morning. All right, it's just about time. I'm going to see if we can check in. Got Johnny Bench right down here. Baseball's greatest catcher, 67 to 83. I don't want to embarrass any other catcher by comparing him to Johnny Bench. Sparky Anderson quote there. Right over here. I think we check in here. All right, I am good to go.
You ask anybody who is a Cincinnati Reds fan in that era who they thought the MVP of the team was, they're going to say this guy right here, Tony Perez. He loved driving people in. He loved getting base hits that scored. Ball hanging over the edge there.
Yeah.
That's supposed to represent Tony Perez's ball going over the fence in Fenway Park for the home run. Any questions? All right, let's go this way.
Yeah, there's a baseball right up there. And it represents Tony Perez's home run at Fenway, which I was just at Fenway recently. And the ball's up there going over that apartment complex. That's pretty interesting. All right, going in.
All right, let's go this way.
That is quite the fan right there. Got the grounds crew out there, lawn maintenance. Looks like they're mowing the field. Beautiful ballpark.
This is the first professional baseball in the world.
Oh, interesting.
First team that got paid.
First professional team that got paid.
They won the first 57 games.
The big red machine over there.
That is the greatest team ever. No team, in my opinion, could beat it or shut out rank. Here's why. They had 3 Hall of Famers. Tony Perez holding the bat, Johnny Bench balancing the ball, and Joe Morgan. First base, catcher, second base. There are 2 guys that should be in the Hall of Fame, but are not. Dave Concepcion, the shortstop, and Pete Rose, number 14. This is the Cincinnati Reds clubhouse, the main entrance into the clubhouse. Now, most of the players, if not all of the players, don't usually enter here, because if you look down here at the place where there's a slow sign on the right-hand side, on the other side of that is the players' parking lot. So what most players do is they go straight over to another entrance and they're in the locker room. So hardly any, am I correct? Hardly any of the Reds actually come through these doors? Correct, yeah. So if you're looking at an autograph, this is not the place to be. But it is the place where the press comes in. They get dressed and they have their meal in here, and they have their pre-game meetings and whatnot. The guy going out of a baseball game, this is where they come to the after 17. The All-Star game was played here. We renovated both locker rooms. Very nice job on this locker room. Then we go to the Reds and we bring that there. So when you go to them, they have their own cook that serves them anything they want by their union rules. Union rules are both the players and the umpires are part of the union, and they have some very, very strange rules on what they need to have before a ball game and what they need to have after a ball game. And this is the press room. It is also set up to be our religious room. It's Sunday, so they have services here a couple times during the morning. They usually have a Catholic service, and they also have a Protestant or a change in management, a change in the manager, a big, whopping, unexpected trade. Big time news is upstairs. Most of the other stuff is done here. Any questions?
So who's coming to the religion? Is this for players?
This is for players.
Okay.
Correct.
So either team would just know that
It's for both teams. The average cost for this area for one ticket is $350. That's expensive. Not many people either can afford it or simply aren't going to pay that. So I understand that. But $350, that's an average cost. Because if we are playing the Chicago Cubs or the Cardinals or the Yankees or the Red Sox, a team that brings in massive fans, that price is going to probably go up to $500 or $600. On the first row, you are 55 feet away from the batter. That's closer than the pitcher is going to be. Pitcher's 60 feet 6 inches. You are 6 feet, or at least 5 feet away, closer than the pitcher. All right. Once you come out, the waiter or waitress is going to take your drink order. Once again, it's like inside. It's all you can drink plus alcohol. That's great.
I don't know about
you. What are you going to have? Oh, you can have a hot dog. You have a hot dog also?
We got pretty good seats.
I'd say
We're not sitting here during the game though. It's just part of the tour.
That's
we're
very
here.
good.
At least we got to be here for a
Going in?
second.
Excellent.
Oh, leaf blowers are out.
Yes. It's essentially a mile away from here. For 6 hours, this opens up an hour and a half before the game, open an hour after the game, and roughly a 3-hour baseball game. That's almost 6 hours of doing nothing but eating, drinking, and socializing. There we go.
Getting permission to walk out under the warning track.
Same width, they're the same height.
This will be the Rays dugout today.
One goes to the press box. Rack and the bat rack. We label the Reds. Why do we label the Reds and why do we not label the opponent?
The opponent changes all the time.
Yeah, essentially 3 days they're here, sometimes 4, sometimes 2.
Leaf blowers and lawn mowers follow me everywhere. It's all part of the experience. A lot less people on this tour than there was at Fenway. Fenway there was a lot of people, maybe 7 or 8 or 9.
All right, you have
Cincinnati.
it exactly right. We use other rules. My guess is that they have about 4 or 5
They need
different
to
ends
re-whiten
on both
this
rolls
red spot.
that
It's
they
getting a little
rotate.
dull.
My guess is at least $1 million for.
You kind of need to throw out a first pitch one
I can
day.
get you a couple ball players.
I'm doing it, bro.
You're gonna do
I'm
it?
gonna do it.
Not here.
All right,
Maybe it's a chop.
Definitely the chop.
Put it into the universe. Cowbell Max first pitch at the Trop. One day.
Take a cowbell to the game?
Not away games, unfortunately.
No.
Most stadiums won't let me in with it.
They'll let you in at home though?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah?
course.
They encourage
Of course, yeah, they
Really?
encourage.
India's no problem.
What's wrong with my Cubs?
To the press box now. The press box area.
Everybody take a seat.
This is cool. The 3 different levels here. Got 1. Also got a soda machine back there. Level 2.
All right.
And level
This
3.
is the press box. Now, this is not the original press box. The original press box is over here where it says Boone County Bourbon Press Club. That's where the original press box used to be. We moved it beginning of last year. And I thought sure that
Pretty good
somebody was going to work. Announcers are right behind home plate where it says Cincinnati Reds. And you got the microphones
over
there. And Reds on radio,
Third
sign
base
there,
line.
WLW.
Almost to left field.
All right.
Between home plate and
Let's look at the
left field
stadium.
seats.
Started at home plate and moved to the wall in left field where it says 328 feet. All right? That is not by accident because that was the distance to get a home run out of Crosley Field. They're going to be on the road tomorrow for about a week. It is mowed every other day. All right? So yes, every day during a homestand, when they're on the road, it's every other day.
That glove is the size of the full bus. That is a rather large gold glove over there.
And he said it has nothing to do with Pete Rose. It looked
Oh, that was a better story.
aesthetically better to him to have 7 bats on top of one smokestack and 7 bats on top of the other smokestack. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't think of anything where an odd number looks aesthetically pleasing to me. I think if it was 8, he might have an argument. I think that's, he's the architect, he should know. I'm going with him, but I think that's a punch up.
Where's the bats?
At the 2 towers that
I'll
are
show
out
you.
the field.
Here's a rumor that the 14 bats is supposed to represent Pete Rose's number.
So, you have 7 bats on top of one, and 7 bats on top of the other. 7 plus 7 is 14. Pete Rose is done.
7 bats on each one, times 2, 14. Pete Rose's number was 14, but the guide is saying the architect denied that it was supposed to be for Pete Rose. But most of the people that go here think that's representing Pete Rose's number of 14.
That was recognized as Pete Rose. I guess according to the architect.
Now there is a Hall of Fame shop here. I'm still going to go inside the Hall of Fame, which is over there. I believe the tour's over, so we're being led out.
Well, once again, I appreciate you coming. I hope everybody have tickets for today's game. Everybody going to the game?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope whoever's rooting for the Reds, you, and you. I hope you guys have a great day. You guys have a good day. Just go home with a loss.
We've already got 2. We did give us 1.
Yeah.
The Reds give something away? Not a chance.
All right, and now into Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum. This is pretty neat through here. We got all the Great Eight, all the little sculptures of all of them going around. We got Pete Rose right over here, and over here in the corner is Johnny Bench right here. Number 5, Johnny Bench. They have the numbers on the back as well. The big red machine got Perez right here. I love that they're kind of piping in the crowd noise as well with all the names across the backs. And everything. These guys look amped. And also included in the tour, I think it was like $25, $26. You get into the Hall of Fame, and they give you a free bobblehead. That's pretty good, right, Pete? And going up the stairs is a wall of baseballs, just hundreds, if not thousands, of baseballs leading up to the crowd cheering. There's 4,256 baseballs, which represent the major league record set by Rose of 3,562 games in over 24 seasons. That's so many hits. And they have the dugout bench from Crosley Field here as well, leading into on the first level. You go in, they have a little bit of history of the team, of course, Riverfront Stadium. Also showing the history of the game and how baseballs used to look. A lemon peel baseball is the one right there on the top, dated back to 1840. Different bats, the wooden bats, the history of the bat and the evolution of the bats, and gloves, how gloves have changed since the olden days. And the jerseys have even morphed quite a bit since those days. You know, this is how they looked back then, and this is more of the modern day jersey. The Red Stockings were the team that made baseball famous. This is like one of the first teams, and they had such a crazy win streak. Just countless wins in a row before they were defeated. Look at this. Perfect 57-0 record back in 1869. Yeah, this place is awesome. Look at the size of this room. There is a Johnny Bench game-worn mask and game-use cap. There have been 11 retired numbers for the Cincinnati Reds over the years, 11. And there's Johnny right there, standing with all his catcher gear on. They even have a section for Bally Sports over here, and they can kind of make it look as if you are the commentator. You can sit here behind the desk itself. I am now on air, giving it a thumbs up and saying hello. Hello, I'm on air, coming at you. And over here past these rather large baseballs is the 1869 Red Stockings Pavilion. And they have the whole team over here in this little gazebo. And from this angle, you can just see how big the building is, the museum is. Not the big skyscraper in the distance, but the one right behind this little gazebo here. 3 stories. And it sits adjacent to the spinning baseball, just spinning around. It's like hypnotizing. Got it going around here at the team shop. Spinning around. Don't stare too intently. You'll be hypnotized. Hypnotizing. I'm just gonna keep going on this. It's like hypnotizing. I've never seen this Devil Rays cap before. It's only 10 bucks. Also a couple other ones here. You gonna be here after the game? I don't know if she's gonna be here afterwards. I don't know if I want to carry it around. I like this one too. I'm with Pete. Give me 200 on the Reds. There's a fly. There's a fly right there on the E. Yeah, you don't really see like a lot of vendors having away team. Oh, there's even a visor.
I'm not much of a visor guy.
I'm not much of a visor guy either. That's super retro.
That Devil Rays cap is sick.
And you can even get some peanuts out here. Some Cincinnati Red peanuts and hot nuts. There are still quite a few people congregated down there in the sun. My seats were right behind, first row behind Ray's dugout. But after yesterday being in the sun, changed my mind not to sit down there. And this just shows how close downtown is with the skyscrapers behind it looking towards home down the third base line. Oh, hello there. Hello, I get a little selfie here. Good to see you. Have a good day. Oh, there is a milkshake mascot right there. United Dairy Farmers Milkshake. Just standing there. Spinning around. Looking around at the river here. Now the Reds just had a 7-run inning in the third. In fact, Moustakas hit his 200th career home run, which is pretty exciting, but the Rays are now down 7-0. Rays aren't having a good series against the Reds, which is kind of surprising. At this moment, the only heavily shaded area are right over there, and then kind of under the undercarriage of left field. Randy's getting a home run?
Poke it.
Randy! Nice! Rosarina. All right, it's now 7th inning stretch and we got to leave. Rays are losing pretty badly and Max has to go catch a flight back to Florida. And for me, this will most likely be the last away stadium that I go to see the Rays this year, unless playoffs. You know, with the playoffs, you know, Division Series, Championship Series, possibly Wild Card, not in that order, Wild Card, Division Series, Championship Series, I might go to an away stadium. But the rest of the games, the rest of the year, at the Trop until postseason. I have no plans to go anymore. I did a lot of away games. A lot. All right, just dropped Max off at the airport. Baseball road trip completed. Well, I've done a couple of road trips this year, but this current road trip, Rays baseball road trip, completed. But that does not mean I am gonna be home tonight or tomorrow. I still have a ways to go before I get to Florida. Probably another week or so. And that's gonna do it for today. From Cincinnati, Ohio. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, I will depart, start heading kind of sort of southbound. No real complete game plan on where I'm heading, but I am making my descent back to Central Florida. It has been a while. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog, is over.